Violin from the very start. We're still working with the bow. And you're still doing your posture setups, but we're gonna work with the bow separately. Super important. Okay. So we know how to crawl up the bow, and we're crawling up and down the bow every day. 5 times on this hand, 5 times on this hand, all the way to the tip, all the way to the frog. Now we're going to learn how to hold the bow or guide the bow. You don't really hold the bow, you guide the bow. So you still need to be doing this. Up bows and down bows. Maybe it's just some music. Beat to the beat. Okay, so we got to learn how to hold the bow. So far I've asked you to put your thumb here and your fingers on top. So a lot of people hold the bow and they have like this really tight grip. You can't have a tight grip when you play the violin. All this has to be nice and bendy and flexible and soft like a sponge. Your wrist and your fingers and everything. So I am a bass player primarily, so that's why I can explain this, because I had to do it as an adult. I had to learn how to do it as an adult. On bass, you have a little bit firmer grip, but on violin, the violin holds your bow and your hand just like literally just sits there. So your violin holds the bow and your bow hand just like guides it back and forth. Like literally like shaking it back and forth. Try that. Okay, so you're gonna place the tip of your thumb underneath the stick, kind of underneath, like in between the hair and the stick. Then your 2 fingers are gonna come over the thumb. So if your fingers are way back here or way up here, that's wrong. They have to be over the thumb. Your finger falls in and your pinky goes on top. And you can hold the bow with the other hand to kind of simulate that. And then you can tap your pinky, and you want to do this pretty slowly because you want to avoid tension in the hand and the wrist. Make sure everything's nice and loose. Put it on your shoulder. Let it sit on your shoulder. Be very loose with your hand. And then lean in towards your first finger. Cello bass is more balanced, but violin is in and in towards your first finger, and just do some rhythms like pepperoni pizza or down pony, up pony, down pony.